Previously on the murder of Sonic. My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. Well, hello, and welcome back to the murder of Sonic. We have just about finished with Knuckles, so let's get into this. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. Library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Dales and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Crucio. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Crucio! Coming. Dun, dun, dun. Right. To the library. Ready to mosey down to the next car? Hell yeah! Got it, partner! Onwards! Into the next car we go! The library. Amazing. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop! I'm heading out! You've been fabulously helpful! Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents! My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you! Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are! Oh no, I don't want her to join. Amy's annoying, I don't like him. Have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective party needs help from the birthday girl? Oh, no we don't. We really don't. Amy, you've misread the situation. We want you to leave. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. Gotta avenge fast. But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? She has the key, you idiot. I have the key, you idiot. The birthday girl is a master key. That's right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. How does everyone know about this privilege? Anyway. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Oh god. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here, ask if anyone's hungry. Starved. I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Victor the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat, if you know what I mean. I'm Espio the Poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? I totally nailed that sentence. Sure. Teardrops in spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, dee dee dee. Dot dot dot. Indeed. Indeed. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Grizio and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. Let's have a look. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly kicked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rogue? We happened to see your lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rogue came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search for the saloon car. She came back shortly after we heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rogue left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Ugh. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post, and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. Tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Right, let's have a little wander then, I guess. Let's have a look at what it's about. Wow, very insightful. Very insightful indeed. What we got? Let's have a look at some books. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books! But Sonic needs me! No time to rest! Alright, let's get a move on. ... Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. Tails, come on. Be better than that. He's giving you through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. Well, I mean, you said genius. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's a user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Sweet. Okay, what's next? Ooh, there's a very specific book here that he wants me to have a look. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet? Okay. You say so. You may not be wrong. Right, let's see. What is next? The trash! Look in the trash! Something's always in the trash. This time. Let's check there! I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something in there. Crisio, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No. I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. That's your mistake. Yeah, okay, these trash bins are hiding a secret, I'm sure of it. Crisio, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? That was a garbage compliment. Anyway. What's next? Let's have a look at the globe. Look at this round globe. It's not flat. Problem. The globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. Islands are fun and all, but I love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. That sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia? If you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. Well, reading. It's hard. I don't read. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? I mean, you've only spoke to like a few people about it, but okay. Right, what else we got? Books on the floor, sure. So many books on the ground. I wish you had time to pick them all up. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rogue pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Yes, he does indeed. What about this? This is the stand that the Rogue, was it? I don't know if it was Rogue who was looking at it. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Crisio, look at this! There's a couple maps here! This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it! Sweet, library map, let's go. Should we take the brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. So random. Alright, cool. What else we got? Hang in there. Oh, God, I don't know how you... A chow? A cow? A chow? We're gonna call it chow. A chow hangs curiously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Like, absolutely needed to see that. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was thought put into this post. Right? Alright, what else we got? I think we need to just... there's an arm. I think we've explored all this bit, so let's have a chit chat, I think, with... Insert name here, Vector, there you go. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity. Authenticity is what I tried to... I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Is there anything to interrogate? I don't think I've got anything, have I? Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need any good butchering. Is there anything else? What's this? This thing's... Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. So, I'm... So speaking to Espio. Fancy a poem? I got a poem about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Take that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough evidence yet. Yeah. Why don't we look around a little more first? Okay, yeah, never mind. Let's look around. Very well. So, I don't really know if there's anything else to look at, because I can't... Ooh, table, what's this? Oh, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Chrissy, oh no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I'd have one ring. Alright, cool. So we've investigated all the books. So let's see, anything else? Anything else? Check those books, check that. Maybe we just need to talk? What's in? Oh, hang on. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before getting into the saloon car. But when Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason for his doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Yep, cool. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Okay, so there we go. We've got everything. Did you bring me any meat to chop? Let's start interrogating. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity... Oh my god, Speaking, it's hard. The validity of your alibis. The validity of your alibis. That's what I tried to say. Chrissy and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if Oh, that's easy. I got bored. ... What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rogue entered the library car, found something, then left. You said immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Why is he so defensive? Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? ... Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Chrisio, could you help me out? Alright, Chrisio. What book do you think Espio may have been reading? Well, let's have a look. There's only one book in here, so I'm gonna hazard a guess. It's this one. A man manual? Do you think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Think! Think! Let's do it. Let's think! I mean, well, let's think. Let's go. Oh no. What the hell was that? Go that way. Touch that. Oh man, I'm so good at this, honestly. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. It's fine, I've absolutely smashed this. Amazing. I am the greatest thinker. But not reader. I don't do reading. There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order. All except this, manual. Meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Crisio, if you don't mind? Could you ask Espio some questions? Sure. Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. What page should I quiz him on? 362, sure. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety. Seems like Espio aced that question, Crisio. Hit him with another one. Okay, which page do I choose? 89. For obvious reasons. What is Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will only be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, this person who made the rules must have been over 65. Last one, Crisio. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. What page should I pick last? 402. What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access the full suite of capabilities without the conductors present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yeah, kinda, yeah. I think so. Totally. It's wild that you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'm be bragging about that. You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Crisio? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Crisio, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading. But what? The brochures. The brochures? Was it? No. Gotta be the brochures, right? We found the library map in the brochure thing. And it was Rogue who was reading there. I think that's the thing. So let's choose it, this one. Not sure what you're trying to say with that. Don't waste my time. Not sure that's right, Chrisio. What evidence do we have that shows someone else should have seen Espio reading? The log? The map? Shadow's lock? Please pray tell, what has this to do with anything? We're up, Chrisio. Let's get our argument together. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's think. Let's use our brain. Anna! No, I mispressed it. How did I fail? Consider my time wasted. Can we try that again? Let's give that another go, Chrisio. Yeah, let's actually focus this time. That was pathetic. This time. There we go. Now I'm in the rhythm. Easy. So easy. How did I seriously fail it last time? There we go. Easy dubs. Oh, they're just going to move across, aren't they? There we go. Look at that. That's what I was trying to do. I just had a little scratch on my arm. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Quarks are a natural gamer. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see... I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. Though if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock up all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Chrisio. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. Cool? Never cool. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow's pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Join Tails. As much as it pains me. No, I can't interrupt Tails when he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning, and... Chrisio, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Let's see, what piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Oh, yeah, maybe. Because things in the way? Right. Alright. Now let's get my thoughts in order. Think. Right. Focus. Get it right. First time. This is the one. There we go. Definitely picking up on this, isn't it? Ah, my days. I'm gonna be fine though, I think. I think I'm just about fine. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Help. Oh, the rich. There we go. Amazing. Idea. The library map? Oh, I see it. See the exit? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out exactly on the map where you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? See here? Over here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can see this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Yay, we did it! Cool. And with that, I'm going to leave it there. And we'll come back to this next time. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you then. Bye!